Infor Factory Track for CSI Team Operations. Factory Track has several team features and operations that we will review in this video. To support these operations, Factory Track has some parameter configurations available. These are defined in the Transaction Set Parameters form for multiple shop floor team operations. All team operations have the standard parameter for discrete transaction handling. Select this checkbox to require generic use to sign in again using the employee authentication form after performing this transaction. Clear this checkbox to allow users to perform additional transactions after performing this transaction without having to sign in again. The shop floor team maintenance and shop floor start team run features have only this parameter option for configuration. Please note that a detailed training video on the shop floor team maintenance feature is available. The shop floor join or leave team feature has an additional option to allow the user to be removed from the team. If this is disabled and a user that is currently on a team tries to use this feature, he or she will receive an error. The shop floor workset maintenance feature supports multiple transactions for a team in the same manner as for a single employee. Please note that a detailed training video on the shop floor workset maintenance feature is available. For this training, we will be enabling these parameters in order to show where these fields appear and validations occur in the transaction steps. To navigate to the shop floor team operations, open the Work Center Navigation homepage. Select the Labor menu. The order and display of these features within the Labor menu is controlled by the Work Center homepage configuration form. The following icons are used to access the features: Team Maintenance, Workset Maintenance, which supports both employee level or team level transactions, Start Team Run, End Team Run, and Join or Leave Team. Teams have two methods available to start and end run activities. The method that should be used is dependent on the configuration of the team as defined on the team maintenance form. When the team has been configured as Workset enabled, the Workset maintenance form should be used. Please refer to the CSI Shop Floor Workset maintenance video for instructions on this method. When the team has not been configured as Workset enabled, the Start Team Run and End Team Run functions should be used. Please note that the Start and End Team Run methods support only one active job at a time. To process a Start Team Run transaction, click on the appropriate icon. Factory Track validates that you are a member of a team and brings back the team ID, associated team description, and the badge ID. Note that if Factory Track determines the employee is not part of a team, an error message is displayed. Enter or select from the drop-down the job order, suffix, and operation ID to be started. The Details tab is then populated with the current job information and the Process button becomes enabled. The option to enter or select from drop-down a resource ID for posting is available. The option to combine labour and machine time is available, and if selected, the option to enter or select from drop-down a machine resource ID is also available. Note the date and time used for processing the transaction and click on the Process button. As you can see, the Active tab on the Team Maintenance form, the start date was recorded. To process an End Team Run a transaction, click on the appropriate icon. Factory Track then pulls the information regarding the in-progress job for the team of which the employee is a member. These displayed fields include those defined during the Start Team Run process, including the team, the badge, the active job, the suffix, the operation, and the resource ID. The option for combined labour and machine is selected. The defined machine resource ID will also be displayed. Current job details are displayed for your reference as well. If desired, enter the quantity of good items and moved items, which defaults the good quantity entered but can be updated. If the backflush lots or backflush serial buttons are enabled, then you must click on these and provide the details for the reported quantity. To report scrap, click on the Scrap tab and then the plus sign to add a reporting row. Enter the scrap quantity, enter or select from drop-down the scrap reason code, and once provided, the reason description is displayed. You also have the option to complete the operation. Note that if this is selected, Factory Track will perform additional validations based on the CSI configurations, for instance, material issue, reported versus release quantity, etc. If the active job operation is the last operation, you will also be provided additional fields, including the closed job field, for which Factory Track will perform similar additional validations, The warehouse associated with the job is displayed, and the location to which the items will be moved is available for entry or drop-down selection. Note the date and time used for processing the transaction and click on the Process button. As displayed on the Active tab on the Team Maintenance form, the job is no longer in progress. As recorded on CSI job transactions, both employees of the team have each recorded 2 hours from 8 till 10 for the job transaction, and the completed and scrap quantity is also reflected. When the Join or Leave Team feature is selected, FactoryTrack determines if the employee is currently assigned to a team to determine which action can be taken by the employee. To leave a team, the transaction set maintenance parameter to allow users to be removed from team must be enabled, or an error message is displayed immediately. If enabled, FactoryTrack pulls in the current team details for display. As you can see from the team maintenance form, employee 9 is currently on the training team, and that team has a production order in progress that has a current start time of 10 a.m. As a result, FactoryTrack will display the following. The action indicator defaults to leave, the employee's currently assigned team, team description, team badge, and employee name. It also shows the view of the active production jobs in progress. To complete the leave transaction, click on the Process button. Please note that the processing time of this leave transaction is 10:30. After successful completion, you can see on the team maintenance form that employee 9 was removed from the team, and on the Active tab you can see that the start time for the team's activity has been updated to 10:30. Behind the scenes, FactoryTrack has created a stop transaction on all of these to calculate and distribute the hours based on the original team members, and has also created a start transaction at the same time to continue tracking these activity with the updated team configuration. For more details on the distribution of time, please review the CSI shop floor team maintenance video. To join a team using the Join or Leave Team feature, FactoryTrack checks to see if the employees are already on a team, and if not, FactoryTrack displays the employee badge ID and employee name as before. But the following fields behave differently in that the action indicator is now set to join. The team ID is enabled for entry. Once entered, the associated team description, team badge ID, and any in-progress production jobs for the team are displayed, and the Process button is enabled. To complete the Join Team process, take note of the time of the transaction, which is 1 p.m., and click the Process button. As displayed on the team maintenance form, employee 9 has been added to the team at 1 p.m., and the activities that were running for the team have been stopped and restarted for 1 p.m. as well, based on the team update.